Sagittarius, welcome to the Tarot Room. My name is Robyn. And Sag, today, let's do your general energy check-in. Let's check in with your Sag. Let's see what's going on, what the energy is around the collective at the moment. Let's see how it's going to play out. Whoa, Sagittarius, dream big, baby, because this is going to be better than you can imagine. When this card comes into your reading, it represents a beautiful energy. It represents dreams coming true, wish fulfillment, something better than you expected, better than you thought it would be. You're getting everything you want, and it's better than you ever thought. It's like, you know what? Has anyone seen that movie with Keanu Reeves, The Good Fortune? And he's a bad angel because he gave that guy everything he wanted, and it just showed him that money. Anyway, it's like, it's everything you wanted and more. So we have Aries. Ooh, okay. Mars energy. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous, crusading. Impulsive action is likely. Okay, something impulsive brings in something beautiful. Let's find out. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what this dream big is here at Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on. What's happening to you? What's going on? What's going down? There's, yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. What's up? What's with this Ace of Pentacles? You're getting the Ace of Pentacles. We'll see what the Ace of Pentacles is. Fresh start, new beginning, High Priestess. But let's see if it's the High Priestess. Let's see who let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll see what it is. Cancer, Pisces energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. But we start this reading off with a bang. You may have recently got this opportunity, or this opportunity is being presented to you now. We'll see what it is. Two more here for Sag. We'll get into this. We have the Page of Wands. There it is. And the Four of Pentacles. It's like money, honey. Got some money for you, Sag. It's going to make life a little bit... Maybe that's why I use the Good Fortune energy, because in that... maybe that's why they were showing me that. There's a Queen of Swords, though. A Hermit. In case you didn't... If you look at the previews, right? They literally say in the previews, like... He's like, I gave him all the money in the world to show him it wouldn't solve his problems. And the angel Martha's like, and how'd that go? And he, Keanu's like... Well, it solved all his problems. And it's like, this is going to solve all your problems. This is about to make everything real easy. This is about to make this like fantasy becoming a reality. Let's talk about it. There's a lot of good energy around you, Sag. What's the Ace of Pentacles for Sag? What is this? What the mother? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Let's go. You're stressed out. Why is the Ace of Wands in reverse? Death. It is literally the end of worries, the end of stress. What have you been trying to get because you're about to get it, Sag? The Seven of Wands, the Star, and Judgment. It's like someone's like recognizing your hard work. You're getting... So if this is career energy here, and I do feel this is money, career, I feel it's in that energy. It's like you're being recognized. This is your hard work paying off. Whether it's, the Star is here, so that could be, you're the star, fame, fortune, the lead role, the lead... ballerina, whatever that would be. If it's in an industry, this is your hard work getting recognized. You've been working real hard. You're the top real estate agent in the country here. You're the best CEO in the area. You're the best banker on the block. So there's an element here where you've really been hustling. You've really been working hard, and that is that Aries energy. That's leadership. So you've really been taking control of your leadership. You're kind of setting yourself apart from the, you're in the minions, but the other people around us. So you're just setting yourself apart here. I was going to call you Capricorn because you're in the Capricorn energy of working really hard. You're just getting recognized. Your hard work's getting paid off. And you're getting either the job offer, the contract, a promotion, a raise. And with the High Priestess, it's like you knew that it would happen, right? You've been working hard. You've been hustling. You've been bringing it down. Every day I'm hustling. Dun, 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 dun. What's the High Priestess? What's the High Priestess energy here? What you want to say besides Jay? Wow. The Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of... There has been disappointments, but you haven't stopped working. Page of Wands. This is just you knowing that you've overcome so much, and it's going to all be worth it. Whether it's sacrifices, whether they're compromises, whether they're fears. This is your intuition telling you that this was going to happen. So you knew it was going to happen. It wasn't a matter of if. It was just a matter of when, baby. All right, so we got the Knight of Wands, we got the Page of Wands. We have a lot of conversations, a lot of communication. Could be creativity, could be ideas. What's being thrown around down here? What's going on? Maybe you're trying to figure out how to spend all your money, honey. The Queen of Swords is in reverse. Whoa, I was just joking, but I actually kind of think that's part of what it is. Hire a financial advisor if you get a really big bonus or something and you win the lottery or something. There's the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there's a few different ways here. Some of you, it's like, I always feel like I get difficult. I don't want to offend anybody, but in the past, let's say you won $10,000 on a scratch ticket. That 10 grand was gone the snap of a finger. You spent it. It was gone. You bought, you know, shoes, trailers, cars, whatever. You spent your money and then you're like, oh my God, I regret that. I should have made that money last longer. Or I should have done something different, or shit, you know, I should have done, you know. So they're letting you know that you're ready for this. So you're ready for that abundance. So it's like, or, you know, in the past, maybe there was someone who criticized you and you chewed them out, but you're ready to be criticized now because you're going to handle it. You're not going to say anything. You're not going to say anything, right? You're ready for the leadership role. So there's like an element here where whatever this is, you're ready for it now because of an experience in the past that I'm going to say maybe you didn't handle the best. You're going to handle it the best, and they've proven that, and they want you to see that. So if it's money and it's a lot of prosperity and finances coming in, and for many of you I think it is, it's just making sure you're investing properly. You know, don't buy the brand new car, buy the car that only has 10,000 kilometers. It's worth, you know, just things like that, right? Just to make that last longer, to be smarter, because I feel the choices you make here are really going to set your future for your finances. You know, maybe you could retire in 5 years if you're really smart with this prosperity, or maybe you'll still be working 50 years from now. So it's that element of knowing that this time it's going to be different for you, and you're going to learn from that past element. There's a Six of Wands, right? If this is not money, and let's say it's fame, you're blowing up online, you posted a bikini picture or some kind of Speedo picture, you're in Brazil, you're maybe doing photo shoot, and everybody likes it, but there's always going to be people who criticize you. There's always going to be someone who's got something to say. Always are there. And it's like you realize, you know, it's not worth it. They're just unhappy, so they're coming at me, right? And that's the element here. So it's kind of holding back, you know, in that element, especially if you're in the limelight, or if you got the promotion, you were up against Sally. Sally might be a little salty for the next couple weeks. She might got a little something to say. You know, it's just not saying anything back. You got what she wanted. You know, you're posting that bathing suit picture. You look good, and someone doesn't. They're jealous. They're gonna say something nasty to you. It's okay, and that's the message here. And again, if it's money, it's we can reach advice from those where you are, right? What's the best way to invest? Who's a good investor? You know, that type of energy. So it's just trusting and knowing that, but knowing that that's a good problem to have. Let me tell you that, Sag. It's a good problem. And they just want you to know that you're prepared to deal with that the best way for you. And they just want you to deal with it a little bit differently, but you already know that, and you've already made that decision, and you're already ready to, but celebrate and enjoy, right? Live in the present. Don't, like, you know, that's a message here. You got a lot of prosperity coming in. You've been working hard, Sag. Your intuition's telling you everything is coming into fruition, and they just want to make sure that you're learning from the past, and you're just, you know, that what we already talked about. I do want to see what's being hidden. What is Sag not seeing? What's being hidden? Is it the opportunity? Is there something behind, you know, well, I just want to know. Just want to know here. It's because you let go. You've healed. Oh my God, what a beautiful energy. I love it. The Emperor. And the Magician. You've just become the master alchemist here. It's because you've healed. You let go. Whether, you know, when I see this, it is kind of, sometimes it's victim mentality. We all get into that. Sometimes it's feeling like we have bad luck, negative self-talk, resentment and anger. Whatever that is, you healed. That's what you don't see. That's what's creating this abundance mind frame, right? It starts in your mind. You created that abundant mindset in yourself. Maybe you were jumping into principle of appreciation, or just releasing and letting go of, you know, trusting, but you've healed. Golly gee, that's beautiful. And now you become the master manifester, the Ace of Wands, the Magician, and the Emperor, just taking control of your life, taking control of destiny, taking control of reality, you know, initiating free will and your magical powers. That's what you don't see is, well, how great this is going to be. all right. Let's get you some advice then. What's advice? What do you want to? Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Well, the advice is the work doesn't stop once you get everything that you want. I guess it's more of like an understanding, I guess. There's the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. There's going to still be stress. So it's, first of all, with the Page of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, it's making sure that you're investing in the right areas, making those right decisions for yourself. But it's also knowing that now that you have this, you're not going to stop working. There's actually going to be more work to do, right? It's like now you made the NHL, but you still got to train, you still got to hard, you got to eat healthy, you got to do all these things, right? So now that you're the CEO, there could be a little bit of stress, a little bit of worries, a little bit of time management skills that are really going to come to be here. So the message here, I guess the advice is, now that you're going to have all this money, the work's not going to stop. They don't want you to stop mastering your craft, mastering the skill, making yourself better, which tells me that there could be an element where you might be limiting yourself or settling and saying, oh, I got $1 million, I'm good. But they're like, nah, man, because you can get 5 million if you still master that craft. And then to think about the charities you could start, the people you could help. So there's that element with, once you get everything that you want here, don't stop really working or mastering that craft. Don't let the discipline slip. I guess that wouldn't benefit you. Okay, that's what we have. Beautiful energy, Sag. So let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. And then we'll see where you are in a month. We'll go into December. We'll see how things are playing out, how things are going for you, how you doing. Surrender stress, because you shall be stressed no more. Okay, I'll stop that. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension that you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. And I want to grab the Akashic Record messages here. What's the Akashic Record message, baby? What is the Akashic Record message, baby? What's the Akashic Record message for Sagittarius? We have 2. I just want to make sure I didn't miss one, and I didn't. Okay. We have the right track. So life is a train, and it's important to find the right track. Do not blindly follow the wind, and take a moment to think about what you really want. When you're on the right track, you'll find the way forward gets smoother and smoother. And I really feel you're finding that here, darling. Darling, I don't say that. What the hell? Connections. So how do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. So your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. So follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you let's rephrase that. That wasn't even a word. Following these routes will help you to discover your life purpose. I seen, who was it? Oh man, I wish I could tell you. Who was it? I don't know who it was. It was another tarot reader. Crap. It was another tarot reader, and I seen her, it was a female. Who was it? I think I seen her post anyway. I don't know. I'm going to stop trying to pretend like I know who it was. But it was a female tarot reader, and she posted on her community section. She was like, when you're living with your purpose, it's not as difficult as people think. So things really go smoothly. They go just a little bit easier. There's always challenges, barriers, but when you continue to master that element, right? She has like 600,000 subscribers or something, right? So she's very successful on YouTube, and she could stop or she could continue to learn. And you can always tell when your reader's stopping or when they're continuing to learning, and she's continuing to learn and continuing to read, continuing to master the craft, right? So it's that type of energy. She could have just settled in or done even no more reading. She probably made enough money. But, she didn't. She's still learning. She's still mastering her craft. And that's because that's her purpose. And that's what's happening for you anyway. Maybe she's a Sag. I don't know. Who was it? Motherfucker. I can see her in my head. I can't remember her name. That's my problem. I can see her in my head. She's long black hair, long brown hair. Anyway. Okay. For those where this is career, what's the career advice here for Sagittarius? What's the career advice for Sagittarius? Connections. Build bridge between people that can... Okay, hold on. Build bridges between people. Contact those who can help you. Your actions will set you up for the next opportunity. So, using your contacts, doing your networking, baby. All right, Sag, let's do it. Let's get down to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions that you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are at in December. All right, let's see how you're doing. Let's see what... Got the 10 of Cups. Woohoo! We have the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We got the 4 of Cups. We got the 2 of Cups. We got the 10 of Cups. This is an awful lot of cups that have fallen on the table. This is happiness. This is bliss. And we have death. Okay. One of these things is... And then we have the Tower. The Hanged Man. There's a really massive... The realization is hard work. That's the realization here. Is how to create that balance. Okay. You are doing fucking excellent. Let me tell you that. Like, you're like a movie star. You're like an Instagram star. You're the star of the company. Your department is like top sales. You, Michael Scott, and your branch is doing the best in the company. You're really happy. But there is a challenge here between work and play, work-life balance, and you're trying to keep that balance. So it's like, now that you are, you know, you're in your movie, you're shooting 12 hours a day, you're like, I didn't realize this was gonna be this long of hours. I need a life. I need to create that balance. I got a couple days off here. So there's an element here where you're really working on that work-life balance, enjoying life, enjoying your money, enjoying what you've worked really hard for, but continuing to work hard and discipline yourself. So there's really a strong element of balance. I just feel like in the past there was not. Let me see what the death is. I feel like it's a change. Maybe there wasn't a balance there. Maybe you worked too hard, or maybe at the time you played too hard, or what is the death? Because I just feel like that's the past. That's not your future. It isn't. There it is again. No, it's the same message. It's a message of it's just a strong message that they don't want you to stop working now that you got everything that you want here. So the work it's only just begun. So they want you to realize that it's not over, it's beginning. Yes, now you got $1 million in the bank, but you're going to want to invest that. You're going to want to buy things. You're still going to want to work. You're still going to want to fulfill your purpose. There's this element, I don't know why I keep getting it. Take it how it goes with you. But I really feel like they don't want you to stop working or stop disciplining yourself or stop mastering this now that you're getting everything that you want. That's a really strong message. So create that balance. Work hard, play hard, right? Still work hard, still play hard. That's what I have here is, and don't forget your spiritual work, right? All the money in the world means nothing if that spiritual element of life is missing. And that's what this could be. It could be balancing material and spiritual, and just creating that balance in your life to keep yourself grounded and yourself mentally and spiritually strong. So in a month from now, there's so much prosperity, good times, and success, Sagittarius. You're happy. And the message here is to stay balanced, to create that balance between work, play, friends, family, work, love, friends and family, and spiritual material. Wherever maybe you struggled with that balance in the past, know that you're ready and you're going to create that balance, and they want you to really structure and focus on that, and to see that that's how you keep those foundations strong as you have good and bad times in your life. That's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going on. A lot of good times coming down the chute for you, Sag. A lot of good times coming down the chute. So, Sag, I sure hope you enjoyed your reading. And if you like your reading, if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe. It does help my channel to grow. Thank you, Sag. I always appreciate your support. And let's close your reading off with your final message today. Oh, we got a few messages. We got a few. Okay, hold on. What do we have here? Knowing how to be solitary is central to the art of loving. When we can be alone, we can be with others without using them as a means of escape. So take a solitary walk through a local park or on a trail. Embrace the solitude and appreciate the time with your thoughts. All right, message number two. Owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing we'll ever do. So what is a negative narrative you tell about yourself? Take a breath, let it go. Okay. And the greatest tool of self-love is self-awareness, baby. Once you truly know yourself, love is the only option. Choose one part of yourself that you don't normally focus on and elevate it. All right. And for those of you that like the yes or no, let's do it. What's the yes or no answer for Sag? Yes or no? What do we have? We have a little bit of negative. It's a no, Sag. That's what I got. I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.